Hey, real life. Justin Jordan here, your lead pastor, and just want to give you this quick church update. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to sit in a meeting with Diana Lasciendo, who is the Ada County Commissioner, Russell Duke, who is the District Director for Central District Health, Dr. Frank Johnson, who's the Vice President of Medical Affairs for St. Luke's. In addition to that, it reached out to Melissa Winters, who attends our church. She is the Director of Surgical Services, and want to let you know about some things that are happening in our community. If you haven't heard about it, our hospitals are getting overwhelmed with COVID. You've been seeing the numbers go up, and with that, our hospitals are getting overwhelmed. Just to give you an idea as to what is going on, yesterday, Dr. Frank Johnson informed me and a group of other pastors that the Boise ICU has 2 open beds. The Meridian ICU has 2 open beds, and the Nampa St. Luke's has 5 open ICU beds. In addition to that, many of the COVID level beds for people that are just in the hospital being treated with COVID are either full or almost full, and they're making new levels of COVID availability as we speak. In addition to that, not only are our hospitals getting overwhelmed with ICU beds, in addition to that, I was informed that over 300 staff with St. Luke's are sick, have called in sick, the majority of those connected to COVID. Our hospitals are getting overwhelmed and stressed, and not just because of beds, but in addition to that, the healthcare workers that are trying to treat and help people are struggling as well. They have met a tremendous amount of time of stress, mentally, emotionally, and obviously physically with the sickness as well. And so one of the things that you need to know is that as I've told the team since June, when we became more and more aware of COVID and the reality of COVID, at first we were hearing things like 3 to 5% mortality rate. We found out quickly that over time, a couple months, that it wasn't nearly as lethal as it was when we first heard about it. However, I've been telling our team since about June, when we became aware of kind of the new numbers, that the driving force of decision making in our community moving forward economically and what we have open, not open, should be determined by one factor, and that's beds. How many beds can the hospitals have open and take care of people, and that should be the driving force of decisions. I've stuck by that statement since June, and they are informing us, meaning Central District Health and St. Luke's, that they are in the process of potentially moving towards a crisis standard of care, which means they're going to start rationing treatment at hospitals starting potentially next week if things don't change. We've hit a crisis with our healthcare system. And so with that being said, I met with the elders last night, talked to them, and we made the decision that we are going to be suspending in-person services for the next 4 Sundays. And we're doing that so that we could help our community, so we could help our healthcare workers, so we can help our hospitals not have to move towards a crisis standard of care, so that people would not have to have care rationed, so that people, when they come to the hospital, have the ability to get the full care that we can give to them and not have to turn people away. And so we're inviting you to continue to think about our community. I preached about it last week. The spiritual maturity is not about what you know. The spiritual maturity is about using what you know to love and to serve others. From the very beginning, we've said that we're going to love this community, that we're going to serve this community. And right now, our healthcare workers, our hospitals need our help. And so we're going to be doing online services, 9, 15, and 11, just like we've been doing. We want to encourage you to engage in that. We want to encourage you to support that. We want to encourage you to have a positive attitude about what we're facing. We want to contribute to helping our community. And we as Christians have a great opportunity to be a testimony, to be a light in the midst of a time that's divisive, that's negative, that's dark. Now's the time to lead for us as disciples of Jesus. Now is the time for us to serve. Now is the time for us to love. Now is the time for us to take care of our neighbors and to help our community. So like I said, 9:15 and 11, we're going to be having online services. I want to encourage you to commit to watching Sunday services. Commit a time, whether it's live or whether it's at another time or day. I want to encourage you to invite other people to watch with you. Start a Facebook watch party. Reach out to people. I want to encourage you to watch with your home group, either digitally or physically. Connect together. Come together on Sunday mornings in small groups. Continue to be the church. The elders are going to continue to research metrics to determine when we can come back. We're going to reevaluate everything on December 17th. My hope and desire is for us to be back into physical services on December 20th. But depending upon what's going on with our ICU beds when it comes to our staffing, we'll make that decision then. Home group leaders, I want to encourage you to just be smart, be well informed in regards to the different recommendations that are coming out. You're empowered to lead, whether that's to connect on Zoom or to meet physically. We're going to empower you to do the right thing and to love your neighbor. Jenny is in the process of creating some resources for our youth ministry to continue to meet, whether that's physically or online. More details will be coming out probably within the next 24 hours about what's going to be going on with youth group. And in addition to children's ministry, her team's in the process of figuring out what is next when it comes to continuing to minister to our kids. With all that being said, we have an opportunity, like I said, to be the church here, to love and to serve and to make disciples. And we get an opportunity to be creative in that, to be innovative in that. And now is an opportunity not to complain. Now is not a time to be negative. Now is not a time to be discouraging. And I say all that to say, it's a battle within me to not have that spirit, to not have a poor attitude. I am frustrated just like you are. I am COVID fatigued just like you are. I am at times angry, and I am at times sad, and I am at times frustrated. And as I process all those things with Jesus, I also am hearing his spirit say, now's the time, Justin, to lead and to lead well and to love well and to lay down my life for this community. And I believe that Jesus is inviting you to do the same. And so I'm inviting you to partner with us to love and to serve and to lead and to think about Jesus' kingdom. Would you partner with us in partnering with Jesus to love our community well? Invite those over that need help. Chase those that are isolated. Invite people to get connected like never before. This is what I know. Nothing can stop Jesus' church from being Jesus' church. The only thing that can stop it is me. So I want to invite you to love and to lead well and to continue to make disciples who make disciples. And we will continue to communicate with you any changes. But like I said, the next 4 Sundays we're going to take and just do online services to try and help our hospitals. I love you, real life. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you online this Sunday.